We were asked to move out of the house we were renting so that the landlord's brother and family could move in. This worked out okay because my parents had bought 5 acres of land about a mile up the road. They had bought a house on top of the hill and were just waiting for my dad to retire in 6 months. I told them our situation, so they gave me 2 acres of their land to move on to. Myself, my husband, and our daughters stayed in my parents' new home while we had a modular home put on the land they gave me. About 6 months after we settled into our new home, one evening I heard someone pounding on the back door. We ran to the door to find my daughter's boyfriend. I opened the door and he was pale with fright. I had him come inside, of course. He stood there, shaking. He said, as he was driving on our road, about 5 miles away still, he saw a tall, slender thing with stringy black hair. It was too tall to be human. Its limbs were gaunt and eerily elongated. He said that it didn't have a face, just the head with long, black, stringy hair. He said it was walking on the same side of the road he was driving, walking towards him from the shoulder of the road ahead of him, when it turned as if to meet his car as he approached on the road. My daughter's boyfriend quickly passed it as he drove, and this creature, its arms and body were walking one direction, but its head continued to look at him. As he drove past and looked at the thing now behind him, it was still looking back at him. It still faced him, yet the rest of its body was walking in the other direction. Fast forward to about 10 years later, I had been over at my daughter and son-in-law's new house. I had my little Jack Russell Terrier, Milo, with me in a dog cage in the back seat. We were on our way back home, driving on that same road. I had just been on the phone, talking to my younger daughter, telling her we were almost there, when something that looked like a large wolf creature ran out in front of me on its hind legs. He was somewhat transparent, but just slightly. I was still able to see every detail. This creature looked right at me. I screamed and I knew there was no way I wasn't going to hit it with my car. Our eyes locked. My dog went crazy, and pure hatred poured from this thing as I braced for impact. Whatever it was passed right through my car. I made my daughter come outside and meet me while I got Milo out of the car and into the house. To this day, I will not drive down that road at night. I don't know if these creatures were related, but I do know there is something about that road that really creeps me out, and I hate even going to that area in the daytime.